Good evening, everyone. I am CA Paramveer Kaur, moderator of this webinar. We are delighted to welcome you all to this webinar, which is being organized by CCLEA and NPO Committee of ICAI. It is my pleasure to be a moderator in this webinar on FEMA, acquisition of properties overseas through LRS, being organized by the Committee on Commercial Laws, Economic Advisory, and NPO Cooperative of ICAI. In a short while, we'll be starting with this webinar. In the meanwhile, I would like to apprise you about CCLEA and NPO committee. This committee is focused to encourage chartered accountants to shape strategy and policy that unlocks economic, financial, and social value while combining analytical foresight with commercial acumen. This committee is focused to serve the multifunctional task of analysis, knowledge dissemination, inputs to regulators on policy formulation, to develop and publish the technical guidance, background materials, etc., and to create awareness for professional opportunities for chartered accountants and commercial laws, economic advisory, and NPO cooperatives. Our eminent speaker will talk on the topic acquisition of property overseas through LRS in this webinar, and we hope that the same shall be useful to the members. I would now like to introduce our speaker for the day, CM Manoj K. Pava. CM Manoj K. Pava has expertise in handling Foreign Exchange Management Act, economic issues, foreign direct investment in India, international taxation, and is a consultant to a number of multinational companies. He has advised many blue-chip multinational companies on entry strategies for setting up operations in India, as well as large Indian companies on tax, foreign exchange, and compliance issues. Sir has been co-convener of the study group on Foreign Currency Regulation Act of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. He was the president of Young Chartered Accountants Federation. CM Manoj K. Pava sir was the vice chairman of Direct Tax Committee of All India Chartered Accountants Society. CM Manoj K. Pava sir is also a co-author of a book titled A Professional Guide to FEMA, Practice and Procedure in Q&A format. CM Manoj K. Pava sir's career is defined by excellence, integrity, and innovation. His expertise in finance, law, and international business continues to shape the industry, making him a trusted advisor, corporate strategist. We welcome you here, sir.
Thank you, Paramveer. And I thanks from my heart to Abhay Chatterjee, chairman of the society committee, and Pramod Jainji, vice chairman of the committee, and the whole team to giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts with fellow members. Webinar is always tough for me because in webinar there is no audience in front of you, and the whole world is the audience. You cannot see them; they can see you, and sometimes it becomes very boring also when you don't see people. But I can see you, that's good. I always prefer to have it two-way webinar or seminar. I'd like to ask, is it allowed for the participants to have a two-way webinar? They can ask questions. I know that in your format you have Q&A in the end, but I always prefer to ask questions to them in between and let them ask questions from them in between.
Sir, actually, we are not allowed to unmute them, but they are writing their questions in the Q&A box. And in the later part of the webinar, we'll be having the Q&A session.
Perfect. Because in that webinar, it becomes two-way. बोरियत नहीं होती, लगता है कि yes, somebody is at least listening to me. You can ask a question. And this topic, acquisition of property overseas to LRS, it's a very hot topic these days. Every chartered accountant is having at least one or two clients who has got notices because of Dubai properties. They have properties in Dubai, or some have shares in Dubai or maybe UK. They have got notice. In last 3 months, Income Tax Department has issued nearly 20, between 20 to 25 lakh notices for overseas property. And this has become a really hot topic. What to do? Prior to that, don't know what to do with how to acquire the property, whether we can actually acquire or not, how we acquire, how much amount we can transfer, what formalities we have to through. Can we
Recording in
Indians are not
progress.
supposed to carry the foreign currency overseas or not supposed to, they are not allowed to transfer money overseas. Slowly and slowly, we have also become open, liberalized. So RBI has introduced liberalized remittance scheme in which residents individuals, I mark it here, resident individuals. That means other than individuals are not covered under this scheme. Other than individuals could be HUF, which may be taxed as an individual, but HUF is not covered under this scheme. Then we have partnership firms, body of individuals, societies, NPOs, companies, and many other structures, judicial body. None of them is allowed to remit the money under this scheme. Only an individual is allowed. An individual should also be resident. Now question comes, resident and ordinary resident or resident and not ordinary resident? Here, let to clarify it. ROR and NOR, not ordinary resident, is a concept in income tax department. In FEMA, there are only two, either resident and other one is non-resident. In FEMA, there is no concept of ROR and NOR. This is the first clarification from my side. So only residents are allowed to do it. So whether for property acquisition, we can do that, or property, whether we can acquire property through other route also, ODI, no. ODI is overseas direct investment, no. It has to be through LRS only for resident individuals. Will in this presentation will not only cover FEMA, but I will also touch upon some relevant part of income tax and black money law also, because all are interrelated. As I told you, there was no scheme prior to 2004. In the 2004, RBI first introduced this LRS scheme. And at that time, it was only 25,000 which was allowed to send overseas. From 25, they have gradually increased to 2 lakh. Then they have decreased Then again, they have increased to 2,50,000, which we can also say 250,000 USD or its equivalent foreign currency. If you're buying a property in Dubai, it is AED. So USD to AED ratio is 3.67. Multiply by 250,000. That much only you can transfer, which is nearly a million, less than a million USD or AED. Sorry, AED. In this scheme, it is not only property. If you are sending your kids for overseas for education, that also fall under the scheme. If you are going for a foreign trip, not official, your personal foreign trip. If you are going by official, your company is sending you, institute is sending you, some other body corporate expenditure. If you are going for a personal trip, a family trip, which is your personal, that is covered by this scheme. That foreign trip cost is covered by this scheme. And of course, medical expenses. If you're going, let's say, a lot of people go to US or Germany for better medical facility. That expenditure is also covered by this scheme. I already discussed when the scheme has launched. That time it was 25,000 only. Seeing in increased in 2007 to 200,000, then in 2013, 250,000. Since then, the RBI haven't revised the limit. See the gap. In 2004, limit was 25,000. And in next one decade, less than a decade, that's in 2013, it is 250,000, nearly 10 times. Of course, 10 times in 9 years. But right now we are sitting in 2025. Even after 12 years, they haven't increased, forgot about increasing the limit. They have imposed TCS on it to discourage the use of this scheme for remittance overseas, because government doesn't want the money to go out. In from 2004 to 2014, actually from 2004, a lot of money and remittance started coming to India. When Manmohan Singh was the prime minister, after that, yes, the money also keep on coming from currency, but the growth is not that high that he was at that time. That is government decision or RBI decision. We just have to go through that. What is the scheme? I'll discuss this. A resident individual can be minor also. Yes, is eligible, provided that is minor's own money. I would say that how can minor has their own money? We know, we all are chartered accountants. We know that in income tax, minor income is normally clubbed with the income of their parents, the hand of parent whose income is higher. Out of mother and father, whose income is higher, in mother or father, in his or her hand, the income will be clubbed and taxable. But there is one exception. If that income is earned by the minor because of his or her own talent, let's say child artist, performing in movies or anywhere, in or a child author. My son is has authored a book, a story book. Whatever royalty is going to get, it will be going to his income only. It is not going to club in my hand because it is out of his sheer talent. He has earned that money. So that money, that minor can ram it. Not because otherwise, Indians का दिमाग, क्या करेंगे? Will if I have to ram it, let's say 1 million, so I will transfer some money to my wife account, some to my kids. Now I have if I have 2 kids and maybe both are minor, दोनों के account में money remit transfer करी, gift is not taxable in as per section 56 of Income Tax Act. Whatever money I can transfer, और वहां से मैंने money वहां remit कर दी to defy the law. No. If minor is transferring, that money should have been earned by that minor. So non-resident Indians or overseas citizens of India, foreign nationals, maybe they are resident, foreign nationals. Now, question is whether foreign national who is resident of India is eligible for the scheme or not. Non-resident also says, okay, it's okay, they are not living in India, that's why they are non-resident Indian. But if a foreign national is foreign national can be resident also. So foreign national who is a resident of India eligible for the scheme or not? No. This scheme is only for Indian nationals and that too individuals and that too only resident individuals. Who are resident individual as per FEMA, you have to stay here more than 182 days. Then only you can be resident. And resident is every year. It's not like income tax that you see 4 years and 10 years back and like that. No. You have to see every year. I have already discussed corporates, HUF, partnership firm, trust, societies, BUI, AOP, administrative person. They are not eligible for LRS. That means, do you want to say that corporates cannot buy property overseas? Yes, they can, but not under this thing. They can. So, what are the normal permissible transactions as per FEMA in this scheme? You can buy stocks, mutual funds, bonds, inform market. This is, but can you buy cryptocurrency? No. You are not allowed to buy cryptocurrency. People are saying now, they say, see, in India, Bitcoin price is very high, whereas in Dubai, if I go and buy Bitcoin, I get the benefit, and in one Bitcoin only, I will earn minimum 2 to 3 or maybe 4 or 5 lakh rupees. That is a margin I'm going to get. I will remit money in there, and then I will sell Bitcoin here. I will get good amount of profit. Can I do that? No, you cannot do that. Allah doesn't allow you to remit money to purchase any cryptocurrency, whatever the name called. You can only send money for these purposes only, for education, travel, medical, gift, donation. Check one thing. Can I do donation? Or can I give loan to somebody overseas? Let's say my brother, for example, my brother is living in US and he suddenly needs some money. I have my money. Can I remit that money to my brother? Yes, if he is my real brother. But if he is a cousin, my first cousin or my second cousin, whatever be, can I then remit? But you can remit money under the scheme as a loan to your relative. And who is relative? As per Section 56 of the contracts? No. As per Companies Act 2013, who is your relative as per that act? To them, you can remit the money. And you can remit in rupee also. You not required to remit in dollar only and take back in rupee. No problem. You can do that. For medical treatment, yes. So one question also I'm going to ask. For education, my let's say my son is going to US for Stanford University, whose fees itself is at 2 crore rupees per year. The course is for 4 years. So I have to send 8 crore rupees, it's approximately $1 million. But I don't have that much. So I approached the bank to give the education loan. Can I send that? And my son is a minor. And loan, of course, loan will have, when you take education loan, student name is also there. The student has to repay it, and I'm a grantor. Can, after taking that loan, I remit that money? Yes, you can. Normally in LRS, remittance after taking loan is not allowed. But there is only one exception. That is education. Education loan is one and only exception. Otherwise, you have can remit only your own money. And what is the limit of sending that money? Limit is that your money should be taxpayer money. Because whenever you're sending you to file a form A2, and bank may ask you form 15 CCB also that you to declare the tax has already been paid on it. Only then you can remit them. Okay. You cannot do cryptocurrency. We already said virtual and digitalization cryptocurrency. You cannot do trading in foreign exchange or in forex market. You can do. Some people like to do that for arbitrary benefit, but you cannot do gambling, lottery, betting, anything like that. Not allowed. And remittance to countries identified as high risk by FATF. FATF is a Financial Action Task Force. Give certificate countries, whether they have but this their flag, like if you remit money to Pakistan, of course, it can create a problem. Or maybe it's a high risk, so bank won't allow you to do that. You cannot remit it. Limits. We already discussed 2,50,000. That is 250,000 USD or its equivalent. If it is GBP, you have to convert it into with that ratio. Whatever be, it keeps on changing. And there's no additional restrictions on tuition related expenses. It is for every financial year, for every year. Like today we are sitting in 13th March. If I remit 250,000 now, on 1st April, I can again remit another 250,000 because that's the next financial year. So this limit is for every financial year. It's not one time. The TCS, yes, as I discussed, the government has already introduced. Government has, in a way, government want to discourage people to use the scheme because during COVID 2021, nearly 14 to 15,000 actionites has taken money out of India. Government has not only lost their foreign exchange reserve, but also the tax which would have been earned from them by government, that also been gone. After that, government want to discourage because RBI is different and central government is different. Government want to discourage the people. Government have introduced this TCS, which was initially 5% and then 20%. Right now it is up to, more above 7 lakh rupees, which of course in recent budget has been increased to 10 lakh rupees. At present it is 7. In next financial it will be 10. But in cases of overseas tour packages, no benefit to them. LRS is you can see that a lot of startups in fintech area are providing facilities that you can invest in US market, or you can invest in Singapore market, or you can invest in UK market. Because of this LRS only, what they do, those fintechs, when you open an account with them and you want to start something in US, UK, or Singapore, they will get opened your bank account, a separate bank account with one of their bank with whom they have tie up, and then they do all the compliances online with that bank, and then they invest your money, allow you to invest your money in global stock markets, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, NSE, whatever. And real estate, especially Dubai, every other day, each one of us is getting message or call or buy a property in Dubai, buy a property in Dubai. There is no taxes, no house tax, no income tax. Plus, no, you'll get rent also. You'll get cheaper loan also. We'll get you cheaper loan. These kind of messages are flooding in our phones or emails. But besides Dubai, there are many destinations which, of course, you have to choose in between where we can go and buy the property. You can also invest in startups or in PE funds or asset management companies. You can invest to them. You can do that. That is allowed. Now the question: if I, let's say, I invest in a good company in US, let's say in, Tesla. I invested a lot of money in Tesla, and I opened a bank account there only, which is allowed to me, and I'm getting dividend from that Tesla in that bank. So what should I do? So this FEMA law says whatever dividend you are getting, you can collect that dividend in your overseas account. At either what you have to do two things of that dividend. Either you reinvest that dividend, otherwise you have to bring that dividend to India within 180 days. That is the requirement. Which also I feel that a lot of people are going to be violating. Well, recently I have come across with another case that Indian residents has opened their company in Dubai. They have done very good business in their Dubai affiliate. And since there are no taxes, they have received dividend there in Dubai only. They have declared that dividend income in India and pay taxes over there here. No issue. As far as income tax act is concerned, there's no violation. They have declared their bank accounts in their returns. They have declared their whatever dividends they have received. They have paid taxes in India. But that money was lying overseas. And that was a violation under FEMA. They should have, they were required to brought that money back to India. They can again take it back, no problem. But they once they have got a dividend, they have to bring it back to India. What about rent? We are talking about property here. Huh? So property doesn't give dividend. It is rent. Rent is not required. There's law says talk about only dividend. You can keep rental income in your overseas account. The only requirement is that you have to show that rental income here in India as your income and pay taxes accordingly. Can, can I purchase property jointly with my spouse? Yes, you can. With my son? Yes, you can. With my daughter? Yes, you can. Yeah, I saw one beautiful commercial property in UK near to Buckingham Palace. And that property was costing me approximately 2 million USD. What do? Okay. I have a family of 4 people. All are major. That's all are major. So I purchase that. I can purchase that property. Transfer 1 million this financial year, and then transfer another 1 million next financial year in 4 names. And bought that property in 4 names. Joint family. Family properties is allowed. Whatever. What is not allowed is agricultural land, plantations, farmhouses. That is not allowed. You cannot buy that. So, how do I remit the money? It has to be through AD Bank. Can I contact through 82? No. It has to be through AD Bank. I have got some overseas clients. I build them. Yes. And being an exporter of services, I can have overseas account also. Account overseas for export of my services. I received the fund there. Can that fund be treated as the LRS? No. I have paid taxes on that. But instead of bringing to India, then sending back again under LRS, I will lose some money because of exchange rate difference. One is selling rate, one is buying rate, and then some remittance charges, SWIFT charges. I will lose some money. I will want to save that money. चार्ट अकाउंटेंट ना ऐसा बचाना है, कहीं से भी हो कैसे भी हो वैसे बचाना है. Can I do that? No. You cannot do that. Well, I guess recently they got to know. I got from one Bangalore. I got one case, and that person is a startup guy, very big. I cannot disclose the name. Very big name or renowned name. He sold his startup and got good amount of money, few thousand crore rupees, all tax paid money, which he is having. Now his son is doing some course or studies in UK, and since he is sitting on a ash full of money in India, he wants to give his son a luxurious life. And to give luxurious life and everything, the cost of living and study of his son is approximately 4 million USD. He asked me, um, I am a billionaire and I have all money lying in my bank account or in stocks or shares of some of the companies, and all money is full tax paid. Not a single penny I have on which I paid a single penny of tax. Every single rupee is tax paid. Why can't I send that money to have that life, to give that life to my son, which I was deprived of? I said, okay. if you want to remit money more than 250,000, you have to take RBI approval first. Prepare a case why you want to remit money more than this. Prepare a case, go to RBI. If they allow you, only then you can. But can RBI, it's this kind of situation, this kind of example which I have given, to give a luxurious life to son, RBI will allow? Normally, no. But if it would have been the case of a cancer patient or some other medical care case, where the cost of medical is much more than this 250,000, then this is a humanitarian ground, and RBI normally allow you to remit the money. This I have seen case of renowned industrialist whose wife was struggling from cancer, and he has to send her to US. Expenditure was very high. It was a huge, and we got them approval from RBI to remit the money. So, what is going to be the process? You have to choose your country and property. No law will help you in that. You have to choose in which country you want to buy. Even if you want to buy an island, nobody stops you. It is your choice. But you have to choose. Then verify that local documents and local laws of that property ownership, whether you actually can buy it or not. Like in India, foreign citizens or non-residents are not allowed to buy agricultural land. Foreign citizens are not allowed to buy any land or any property, but non-resident and OCIs can buy residential or commercial property in India, but they cannot buy agricultural land. Very clear law. So you have to check the law of that host country where you want to invest. You have to check there first. कि क्या कंट्री मुझे अलाउ करेगी या नहीं करेगी. Transfer funds to AD Bank and any AD Bank, no specific, whatever the government bank formalities, you have to complete that. And that property, you have to report in your next return. Let's say if I buy property in financial year 24-25, so while filing return of assessment year 25-26, I have to report that property in my schedule FA. That is the requirement of the law. But what if I don't report? तो वही जो भी नोटिस आए हैं इसी बात के आए हैं कि लोगों ने रिपोर्ट नहीं कर रखी. And initially people thought of Dubai, buy the property in Dubai, how the government of India will get to know? Dubai government has shared every data with Indian government. Not only this data, Dubai government has shared one more data. It is out of this context. They must let the audience know what they have done. A lot of people go Dubai with full of cash in their pockets and do the shopping there. But while coming back to India, on airport, there's a counter. And if you want to take the VAT refund, of course, on shopping, there's a VAT in Dubai now. But it is refundable if you are going out of country and you are not resident of Dubai. It is refundable because they treat it as export. And on export, there is no GST in India also. So how can there be a VAT in Dubai? So they will refund you. They take your document, they will refund you. So people are, without disclosing, they are going with the full rush of cash in their pockets, and they have taken VAT refund. So all the data now has been shared with the government of India. सर आप दुबई गए थे विद फैमिली, आपने फॉरेन करेंसी तो परचेज की थी सिर्फ 2 लाख रुपए की, बट वैट रिफंड आपने लिया है 15 लाख रुपए का, शॉपिंग करी है आपने, तो बाकी के पैसे कहां से आए? आंसर दो इसका, मतलब ये बाकी के पैसे कहां से आए, इसका आंसर दे दो। आप क्या हो गया, मैंने कैश में लिए, FEMA का वॉल्यूशन हो गया, ईडी पकड़ेगी और साथ साथ इनकम टैक्स को छोड़ देगा आपको, वो नहीं छोड़ेगा, तो प्रॉब्लम है। बेटर इज whenever you go out, take the foreign currency through banking channel from an authorized person. Who is the authorized person? Bank or AD or AD2 or money changer, footwear money changer, who has been authorized by RBI to give you foreign currency. Property में भी बहुत हुआ है. Lot of people has bought property in Dubai in cash. तो कैश में लिया है दुबई में प्रॉपर्टी, तो इंडिया में क्यों डिस्क्लोज करनी? हाउ विल दे गेट टू नो मैं दुबई में प्रॉपर्टी भी ली है? कैश में प्रॉपर्टी ले ली, उसकी रेंटल इनकम वहीं के अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट हो रही है, मैं जब भी वहां जाता हूँ उसको एंजॉय करता हूँ, वहीं खर्च कर देता हूँ, इंडिया में कुछ रिपोर्ट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। बट दुबई गवर्नमेंट हैज रिपोर्टेड, आपने रिपोर्ट नहीं किया, दुबई गवर्नमेंट ने तो कर दिया, ये थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम आ गई। और इसकी वजह से अच्छी खासी प्रॉब्लम आ गई है, और गवर्नमेंट हैज गॉट गुड अमाउंट ऑफ टैक्स and they are going to get good amount in penalties also. TCS, we already discussed that overseas taxable in India. Capital gain, whenever we sell that property, capital gain tax we have to pay. If I don't clear it, FX में disclose करना mandatory है, नहीं करता मैं, then you will fall under Black Money Act. क्या आपका ये पैसा है ब्लैक मनी एक्ट के अंदर आता है, and penalty is 10 lakh rupees. Besides इनकम टैक्स आपको लगाएगा, उसको जो पकड़ेगा उसको टैक्स और पेनल्टी लगाएगा, वो अलग है, ये पेनल्टी अलग है। RBI is getting tight every day, और अभी जिस तरह से AI आ गई है हर चीज, this is going to come, अभी तो बहुत कम आई है, in next 3, 4, 5 years. हम 100% श्योर कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, कहाँ जा रहे हो, क्या खा रहे हो, क्या पहन रहे हो, everything will be watched. because there won't be any humans to watch. There will be AI to watch. ऑलरेडी आपकी सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट्स से गवर्नमेंट ने वो डाटा निकालना शुरू कर दिया है, जहां पे आप लेविश लाइफ शो ऑफ कर रहे हो, बट आप की टैक्स रिटर्न्स छोटी सी है। टैक्स रिटर्न तो है 6 लाख 7 लाख 8 लाख की, पर गाड़ी है 50 लाख की, कपड़े बेलमिन के बर्बरी के, लेविश लाइफ है। हर दूसरे दिन आप कहीं कहीं जा रहे हो, एंजॉय कर रहे हो। ये 5 नौकर है घर में, इसके पैसे कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? इतनी तो आप इनकम शो कर ही नहीं रहे। आज भी whatever we do, we are being watched and heard. हमारे फोन हर वक्त हमारे साथ रहते हैं, और फोन एवरी टाइम द फोन वाज लिसनिंग टू अस। जब मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ मेरा फोन सब सुन रहा है। उसमें सिरी, मैं उसको भी बोलूंगा सिरी, वो जवाब भी देगा। वो सुन रहा है, अटेंटिव है, अटेंटिव देन एनीबडी एल्स, बिकॉज इट इज ए टेक से एआई। एंड एआई तो बहुत छोटा बच्चा है अभी, just started. Think after 3, 4, 5 years. My advice to everybody is whatever you do, disclose it properly. Do your filings properly. वो करोगे तभी सेफ हो, नहीं करोगे you will be in trouble. If you LRS sanctions are tax free, no, we know that this is there. And LRS में पैसा वही जाएगा जो आपका ऑलरेडी टैक्स पेड है। इधर उधर से लेकर लोन लेकर के, पर्सनल लोन लेकर आप LRS में पैसा नहीं भेज सकते। फ्यूचर आई होप 2013 के बाद लिमिट नहीं बढ़ी। मे बी इन फ्यूचर जैसे इनकम टैक्स की लिमिट गवर्नमेंट ने 12 लाख कर दी है, which is a good step. If you are earning up to 1 lakh rupees per month, you are not required to pay any tax. So maybe government will increase LRS limit also. Who knows? Crypto, yes, government, I don't know why until now why the all governments collectively banned the crypto. It should have been banned because nowadays it's a major source and usage of black money. It's all blockchain technology. Nobody can track it. Not even AI, something else. If one person has to send black money to anywhere in the whole globe, he just needs that wallet ID and black money can be sent. So government should come up with something very strong regulation, and not only Indian government. Actually, it should have been banned by UN, so that all over the globe it should be banned. Now the terrorists, smugglers, all people are using this cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. Why to allow that? Ban them. LRS is the RBI, FEMA, and tax laws is essential. Future amendment may reprise. Last amendment was in 2024, where they have done some minor changes with the LRS scheme. After that, there was no amendment. And some reporting requirement has been increased. That's it. It is a webinar and it was one way. So I hope to see some questions. Mayank, do we have questions? Pranveerji, do we have questions?
Um, yes, sir. I can just read out the questions which we have as of now.
Yeah, please.
Yes. Sir, see, Alok Jain sir is there. He's asking that where is the restriction for buying for crypto specified by RBI?
Yes, now you cannot buy crypto under this scheme. You're not allowed to.
Sir, the question he is asking is that where he can find the restriction being specified by RBI, if you can guide him.
You can check the FAQ by RBI.
FAQs. Okay.
Yes, there are FAQs by RBI.
Sure. So the next question is from C. Alok Jain sir only. He's asking, do we need to approach to RBI through AB banker?
You cannot approach RBI directly. You have to approach RBI through AD only. You have to, if you want to remit more than this limit, you have to approach your AD, make an application, submit all the, make a case, why you want to remit more than money, and then that your AD bank will submit your application to RBI, on which RBI will take action, and if it is allowable, they will allow AD to remit money more than the limit.
Okay. Okay, sir. So the next question is cryptocurrency considered as foreign property or asset?
Cryptocurrency is considered
As foreign property or asset?
a cryptocurrency is neither property, it's purely an asset, it's not property. Property here we're talking about an immovable property, residential or commercial. It is an asset, of course, and it is not allowable asset. It's an asset.
Okay, sir. So the next question is from Deepak Manmani, sir. He's asking, sir, whether we can do any type of business or any fintech. Can we do real estate business with LRS?
For if you're doing real estate business, you should approach RBI for ODI. For LRS, for your personal things. For business, there is a special thing that is ODI, overseas direct investment, in which 100% of your net worth you can remit, and there is no limit, mind you. If you are doing business, there is no limit. You can remit $2 billion also, if you have that for business.
Okay, sir. So the next question is, for LRS scheme, is it mandatory to issue 15 CA and 15 CB, as majority of the banks are not demanding for the same?
It is not mandatory. It is again bank to bank. Some banks, like especially HDFC Bank, even if you give them 15 CA Part D, they insist on CA certificate, though it is not required. But still, they insist on the same. So normally banks ask for CCB, but it is not mandatory.
Okay, sir. Okay. So the next question is, can we do LRS via Bio Bank, which only has virtual banking?
That Vayu Bank is if it is a I don't know about Vayu Bank. If it is a AD bank approved by RBI, then you can do that. If it's not a AD bank, You cannot.
Okay, sir. Okay. So the next question is from CA Tushar. He's saying, sir, I generally get inquiries for purchasing the property, say real estate or shares in USA. What are the precautions they should take while doing so?
See, in US, laws are too different from India, and that also differ from state to state. In each state, they have a different set of laws. So, if they want to buy property in US, any state, they have to first check, and they should first check the local laws and the local documentation. Stock is, yes, governed by different entity. So stock, so they can do. Only I think, yes, whatever, whenever they send remitting money, they should remit from AD bank, and this whatever investment their client is going to do, they should disclose that properly in their income tax returns.
Okay, sir. So the next question is from CA Dilip Waghela, sir. Is it allowable to purchase property in Dubai?
Yes, it is allowable. Nobody stops you. The only thing which is not allowable, you cannot take loan on that property, whether in India or Dubai. If you have your own money, go and buy property, enjoy the rental, and pay the taxes here in India.
Rightly said, sir. So the next question is there a cumulative limit on the annual remittances of US dollar 2,50,000 under LRS?
Yes, this is a community limit. Let's say I have gone to US and I spent 15 lakh rupees in my, let's say, $20,000 in my US trip. Then I sent my son and I spent another $50,000 for my son's study. So $70,000 spent. So the rest is available to me, $180,000 only. So all the expenses which are allowable, it's a cumulative limit of all the expenses.
That's all, sir. We had these much of questions only.
Good.
I'll just ask you if you
Very less questions.
want to. Yes, sir. Sir, on your end, if you want to thank. Yeah, one question is also coming up, sir, before we end the session.
Yes.
Recently, one of the banks has not deducted TCS for one of my clients under LRS. What will be the next step?
See, it is not your liability or your client's liability. This is a liability of a AD bank to collect TCS from you. If they are not doing it, they will be in trouble. It is non-compliance on their part. So it is not your fault. So it's a bank fault. So a bank will face the music.
So I'll just
Yeah.
wait for some seconds if people are actually typing the questions here. Yes, they are. So the next question is, while buying property outside India, what points to be kept in mind? Please list out all important points.
Whenever you're buying property out of India, you must ensure you're buying from a genuine person or from a person to whom you can trust, or through a broker. And get the documents of that property verified by a local lawyer. Doesn't matter whatever fees they are going to charge, but at least you will be safe. Get the documents verified, and when you get that document verified, only then you enter into agreement. Preferably, if you can enter into agreement through embassy, you will be much safer. You will be much safer because then embassy will get involved. Then you remit the money, you can buy the property.
So, sir, some attendees are also thanking you as you have answered their questions rightly.
My brother.
And yes, sir, another question has come up. Can I claim refund for TCS in my return?
Yes, of course. This is TDS is nothing like nothing more than advance tax. You are allowed to get the refund.
So as we have time, I believe that we can allow the attendees to type their questions. We can wait for the questions to be typed.
No problem, no problem.
Sir, in the meanwhile, if they are typing something, I would request you if anything has to be added from your end, which was not in the presentation, if you feel like sharing some other stuff.
See, I always say to my all clients and all my fellow brothers, whatever you do fully in black and white. Those days are gone, gone. जब कैश चला करता था, कैश की इनकम अर्न करी जाती थी, कौन और आपको लगता है क्लाइंट फीस कम देता है इसलिए वो कैश करना पड़ता है, फीस इंक्रीज कर लो, क्लाइंट को चार्ज करो ना अच्छा अमाउंट, क्लाइंट पे करेगा, बट प्लीज डोंट डू एनी हैंकी पैंकी, किसी को भी सजेस्ट मत करो हैंकी पैंकी ना, do full in white, pay taxes to government and enjoy your life stress free. That is my advice to you.
Great advice, sir. Yes, we have got another question. Sir, somebody is asking, can I buy property overseas with US dollar 250,000 and get it financed by a loan from an overseas lender?
No, not at all. In the whole presentation I've said many times, you have to buy property from your own money only. You cannot buy property either from Indian loan or overseas. Sometimes some people may ask कि मेरे पास इंडिया में प्रॉपर्टी है 50 करोड़ की या 10 करोड़ की, उसके ऊपर मैं लोन ले लेता हूँ, लैब 8 करोड़ रुपए का, मेरी तो प्रॉपर्टी है 10-12 करोड़ की, 8 करोड़ का लैब ले लिया और मैंने उससे प्रॉपर्टी ले ली. नो, आप प्रॉपर्टी को सेल आउट कर दो, फिर उस पैसे से आप ले लो, लोन लेके नहीं ले सकते.
Okay. Sir, the next question is whether case settlement amount paid in US dollar in foreign country fall under LRS. The case settlement amount paid.
Case settlement amount.
Yes.
Case settlement amount. Yes, it is LRS only. You're remitting money for maintenance. Or if it is your business case, it can be business expense also.
Okay. Sir, the next question is what are the permissible current account transactions under LRS? CA Shiv Kumar sir is asking this question.
Yeah. Permissible current account is your foreign trip, it's a current account transaction. Your medical expenses is a current account transaction. Maintenance, if your family is living abroad, you're sending money for maintenance of your family, this current account transaction. If your kids is studying abroad, you're sending him money, that's a current account transaction. So these all are allowed, very well allowed.
Sir, the next question is from CS Sunil Keval Ramani. He's asking, my sister transferred money out of her NRE account to help medical expenses of my mother, who was in ICU in India in emergency. I have to return this money to her. I understand TCS will be applicable. Is there any legal way RBI can exempt?
RBI doesn't have any power to exempt the TCS. TCS is levied by Finance Ministry, Government of India, through a finance bill, which is an Income Tax Act. So RBI has the power only to make FEMA guidelines. RBI has no say over the income tax. So they don't have any power to do that. But yes, of course, money you can
So the
remit.
next, so the next question is whether Form 15CB is required for each and every remittance under LRS.
No. Form 15CB is not required. That we have to see that the 4 parts of 15CA, part A, B, C, and D. Only for part A, B, and C, for 15CB is required. For part D, it is not. Only 15CA is sufficient. 15CB is not required.
So I believe this question has been repeated, but I'll just read it out for you. Uh, can loan be taken from overseas bank for buying a foreign property?
You cannot take any loan for buying property overseas, be it from Indian bank or be it from overseas bank. You're not allowed.
So the next question is non-resident person of Indian origin receives gifts from mother-in-law in India. Can this money be deposited in NRO and from there he can remit? Or mother-in-law directly transferred to son-in-law through LRS?
Mother-in-law can directly transfer to LRS, to of course not to him, to her daughter, because that concept of family as per Companies Act. And if you have taken the money in NRO account, he can remit that money in NRE or overseas, but that is not under LRS. He can simply go to bank, file 15 CHCB form that my money is gift which is not taxable, and I want to remit that money. He can do it. But it won't be under LRS. No residents are not allowed under LRS.
Okay, sir. Sir, the next question is, can I not borrow funds from banks for supporting my son's education in USA? Can I not send money to him for studies?
For if you have taken education loan, then that money can go. I said in my presentation that the only exception of loan is education loan. That's the only exception, that the education loan can be sent.
Okay. So the next question is, if we had won lottery outside India, then also there is a requirement of taking back that amount to India.
If you are now won the lottery, that lottery
Outside India.
outside India, that lottery income is taxable in India only. And you have to bring that, it is your choice, because law says that dividend you have to bring back. But if lottery silent, you can keep that money overseas also. The only thing you have to pay tax in India, but you can keep that money overseas.
Okay, sir. So next question is, do foreign exchange transactions paid via credit card come under the purview of LRS?
Yes, very well. Whenever you make any payment by credit card, and you see the next month's statement of your credit card, there is always a declaration that it is under which it is only under treated as under LRS only. So credit card payments are under LRS only.
So the next question is, CA who wants to practice in FEMA, please give some tips for them how to bring clarity and command on such topics.
Study daily, read the notifications of RBI, Install RBI app in your phone. So you'll get whenever there's any change, or you get the notification of it. Read the case laws and the case studies, and slowly by practice, you will excel in that subject.
And of course, sir, I believe that you are also there to help them out.
Anytime.
They can anytime get into touch with you.
Anytime. I'm always available.
Great, sir. Let's see if I believe, sir, we are done with the questions. I would just request the participants, if any other question needs to be asked, we do have time before we wind up the webinar. You can just type your question so that sir can answer them. Yes, sir. I've received one question. An Indian resident client has obtained a crypto credit card in Thailand. While in Thailand, he uses that crypto card for the payment in India as well. That credit card company weighs, sorry, that credit card company says that it is not responsible for reporting to Indian government. Any comments on that?
I'm not aware of this, that now crypto credit cards also come. Now the question is, okay, that credit card company is not liable to report to Indian government, accepted.
Yes.
But it's a credit card. How will you be paying that bills of that credit card? Because somehow, if it's a crypto credit card, you have to pay by cryptocurrency. For cryptocurrency, you have to buy that cryptocurrency. How you are going to buy? Either you are going to buy from crypto exchanges available in India, or you are going to buy cryptocurrency overseas. Overseas buying of cryptocurrency is not allowed. So how you are going to buy? So a big question. Maybe maybe violating some law. Okay, they are not supposed to. Uh, the same wordings was being used in 2006 or 7 by Dubai, that builders and developers. We're not supposed to tell the Indian government. We're not bound by the Indian government. But they're supposed to tell to the Dubai government, UAE government, and UAE government has shared all data. And there's no time limit. So can you guarantee that after 10 years, that Thailand government doesn't share data with the Indian government? What do you do then? So better do compliances on your part now.
Sir, sir has edited his question by saying that it's not a credit card, it's a debit card which is recharged directly.
Same still, if it's a debit card, again you have to put money first. The only difference is in credit card you pay later, and in debit card you pay first. So how you are going to pay it? In rupees, in dollars, in Thai baht, or in cryptocurrency? In whatever way you are going to repay it, that is a big question. How you are going to put that money in that debit card? And can
Sir,
you guarantee
next
that?
question. Sorry.
Yeah, can he guarantee that Thailand government will not share the data after 5 years? And mind you, there is no time limit in FEMA. In income tax, we have time limits. FEMA, no time limit. मोदी जी ने कहा था 70 साल का हिसाब लूंगा, ले सकते हैं.
Sir, moving on to next question. If RBI cannot grant lower TCS, can IT department grant lower or no TCS? I have to return money to my sister who helped with funds. Just a second, sir.
Yes, you can
Yes.
always approach your judicial officer for lower TCS certificate. Go to the judicial officer, apply for lower TCS certificate. If they give you, it's okay. But lower TCS normally they don't give. That's lower TDS they give. TCS I haven't seen.
So next question is, an overseas builder is willing to finance US dollar 5 lakh 5 lakh property to the extent of 50%. Is the purchase of property permissible if I remit US dollar 2,50,000 now and US dollar 2,50,000 in the next financial year?
That's what I'm saying. Any type of finance, any type of liability on agent is not allowed. Again, you are talking about 500,000 US dollar finance, not allowed.
Sir, next question is coming from C. Ravindra Kumar. He's saying, can NRI remit from his NRO account amount to overseas, which is received by him as a gift from, no, by his grandmother on the occasion of his marriage in Indian currency?
Yes, you can. It's your taxpayer money. Well, on gift, there is no tax. On occasional marriage, so you can receive gift from anybody. Why from grandmother? Section 56 allows you to receive money from anybody. And you can remit. No issue in that. And remittance by NRI doesn't fall under LRS.
Sir, the next question is, can a 100% wholly owned subsidiary company in Singapore, whose holding company is in India, from another 5 steps down subsidiaries in various countries? Sorry, I'll just repeat this question, sir. Can a 100% wholly owned subsidiary company in Singapore, whose holding company is in India, form another 5 step down subsidiaries in various countries? Holding company not showing accounts in India. India is not followed.
Now, this is not a question of LRS. It is a question of ODI. It's a different topic, but no problem. ODI is allowed. You can always have WS overseas. Step down subsidies. You can, but you have to take a kind of approval. You have to file some documents with RBI that you're doing step down subsidies allowed. But if you're not following India, so that's again a different subject. It's a company law matter or audit matter. And I'm not expert of audit matters. I'm not very well aware of India's and all that. I cannot comment on that. For that, I think Pramod ji should have been there. आंसर दे सकते थे उसका. हाँ, only a subsidy you can have. आपको उसके पास अकाउंट कंसोलिडेट करके नियमित शो तो करने पड़ेंगे. But if you have only one WS, तो again वो कंपनी लॉ में कंसोलिडेट बैलेंस शीट का एक तो वो है रूल है, उसको आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा कंपनी लॉ का. I'm not well versed with that subject.
Thank you, sir. We'll see if some other questions are coming up. Members, do we have any other questions? Please do type. We have got questions, sir. Can gift be made by one resident to another resident in his overseas account?
Yes, provided that person is your relative as per company law, not as per Income Tax Act.
Thank you, sir, for the answer. Members, any other question? Sir, as we have time, so we're just making sure that if any other question is coming up so that we can answer maximum of all of them, I believe. Yes, sir. We have got another question from C. Ruchi Patel. So she's asking, I have just started my practice and if I want to practice in this field, how can I approach clients for this?
And I'm also searching answer of this question. See, if you approach the client doesn't pay you. Let the client approach you. अपना knowledge और कद उतना ऊंचा करो. A client should come to you. Then they respect you and then they pay you. सिर्फ अपने नॉलेज पे आप ध्यान दो. किसी भी फील्ड में आप काम करो, नॉलेज गेन करो, कंट्रीब्यूट करो सोसाइटी में, आर्टिकल्स लिखो, ब्लॉग्स लिखो. Let the people know that you have a knowledge of that subject and let them approach it. If you go to any client, कोई पे नहीं करता. Let the client come to you, then you can ask whatever amount you want to have.
Sir, another question is from CA Anirudh. An NRI lady received income tax refund in NRO account. She gifted this amount to his NRI brother to his NRI account. Can this NRI brother transfer money from his NRO account to NRI account? Is there any restriction for this?
No. Only thing in that you have to give from CB. When bank will ask you that how that brother got the money, you have to show and you have to give a certificate that this money is received from his sister and it's a gift and not taxable in India. It should not be taxable in India. And no problem with that. Money can be transferred. Very easy.
Sir, next question is from CA Niranjan Kumar Srivastava. So he's asking in FEMA which compliance are to be done through AD Bank and which are to be done directly to RBI. Please elaborate.
Pardon me, will you repeat the question?
Yes, sir. Sir, he's asking in FEMA which compliances are done through AD Bank and which are directly to RBI.
Nothing directly to RBI. Whatever the compliance you have to do, you have to do through AD Bank. This form A2 to file the CCB, whatever declaration bank will take, it is through AD only. You don't have to go directly to RBI.
Okay. Members, do we have any other question? So I believe that these were the questions which we are having as of now. So if you allow me to wind up the session.
Yeah, please. And many thanks for giving the opportunity. I hope I did the justice that subject given to me.
Thank you so much, sir. And it is my privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks for this webinar. A sincere thanks to our speaker for an insightful and enriching session. Sir, your expertise has truly enhanced our knowledge. A big appreciation to the organizers for their dedication in making this webinar a success. Special thanks to our chairman, CA Abhay Chaudhary, and vice chairman, CA Pramod Jain, sir. Lastly, I extend my gratitude to all the participants for their engagement, which made this session even more meaningful. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.